today, the jury was able to watch cell phone video of the moment Terrell Edwards shot and killed 46-year-old Amanda Williams.
You gonna stab me?
I'm going to defend myself.
I won't defend yourself from what?
I'm going to defend myself.
You acting violent? There you go. See? Chill out! Chill out!
You know what?
Chill out! Why'd you try to help me with?
You know what? You know what?
I was traumatized the moment I walked in the room and see my mom lying there. And I was even more traumatized. I couldn't even hold her with her last breath. I just can't.
So she's like a second mother to me.
She won't be able to see my brother graduate college or anything like that. I can't believe she's not here no more.
While the prosecution is asserting murder, Edwards is claiming self-defense.
Before you watch this, I need y'all to understand something. This is exactly why some of us choose to stay single. Amanda Williams thought she found her person. She was a successful hairstylist, 46 years old, knew what she wanted. But what she got was a man so insecure about her success, he'd rather see her dead than see her shine. And let me tell you something else. This man shot her 6 times with her own gun in her own bedroom after she told him to leave her house. 6 times, y'all. That wasn't self-defense, that was rage. That was a man who couldn't handle a strong woman setting boundaries. Now let me paint you a picture of who Amanda Williams really was, because her story deserves to be told right. Amanda was doing everything we tell our daughters to do. She was independent, she had her own business, she was building something from the ground up. This woman owned Alamo Styles in Beechwood, Ohio. And she wasn't just running a salon, she was creating opportunities for other people too.
Good evening, good evening. Just wanted to come on here and make an announcement that Alamo Styles is looking for a full-time braider, hairstylist, and 1 nail tech to join our team. If this is you, please feel free to contact me, Amanda the stylist, so we can arrange an interview.
That's the kind of woman Amanda was. Always thinking about how to help somebody else get their bag too. She was posting on social media, growing her clientele, being the boss we all aspire to be. See, Amanda understood business, she understood her worth. This woman was 46 years old and had her life together in ways that would make grown men intimidated. And apparently that's exactly what happened. But here's what made Amanda special. Success didn't make her arrogant. People who knew her said she was humble, down to earth, the kind of person who would make you feel comfortable the minute you walked into her salon.
Friends and neighbors share their memories of a Warrensville Heights business owner.
It's empty right now. Lost for words. She's gonna be missed. She's definitely gonna be missed. I truly love Amanda.
A single bouquet of flowers.
It's empty right now. Lost for words.
Outside Alamo Style Salon in University Heights.
I hate to hear it up.
Fills an empty spot as the community mourns the loss of Amanda Williams.
That's Amanda out there. I've been knowing Amanda for at least 30 years. And we've been friends, buddies, from the day I met her.
Williams not only built a popular salon, but also a family-like network among neighboring businesses.
Just the little things that I'm gonna miss. So much love.
This is gonna be hard. Definitely gonna be hard.
Rachel Owens says she feels an emptiness in her heart too.
Definitely gonna be hard. Thank you, Rachel.
She runs a business upstairs from Williams' salon and says she will miss coming down to chat with her friend.
Knowing that we was a family and a team, no matter what, we was always a family.
Sadly, that tight unit has been torn apart after Warrensville Heights police responded to a domestic disturbance on Monday, just before midnight. When officers arrived, they found Williams with several gunshot wounds, where she later died at the hospital. Pastor R.A. Vernon of the Word Church says her death has left a big hole in many people's hearts.
There's some people, and I've been doing this a long time, that when they walk in the room, they light up the room. That was her. And she'll be sorely missed, and we're grieving the needless death because of domestic violence.
You know, she's such a positive person, such a caring person. You can't say enough about how special she was to the community, to her friends, to her sorority sisters, to me.
As this investigation continues, Warrensville Heights police confirmed they have Terrell Edwards in custody at their jail, who sources tell News 5 is Williams' fiancé.
And let's be real, Amanda was beautiful. The kind of woman who could turn heads just walking down the street. But she carried herself with class. You know what I'm saying? She had that confidence that comes from knowing who you are and what you bring to the table. Now here's where it gets real. Amanda had been through some things in the past. She wasn't out here just dating anybody. This woman had standards, had boundaries, knew what she would and wouldn't accept. She'd been hurt before and wasn't trying to go through that again. But then Terrell Edwards came along. And girl, let me tell you, this man knew exactly how to present himself. He came correct, took her on nice dates, made her feel special, had her thinking maybe, just maybe, she could trust again. Maybe she could let her guard down and see where this could go. They started traveling together, going on trips. For her birthday, they were living it up, looking like the perfect couple on social media. Amanda was glowing, happy, posting pictures like she finally found her missing piece.
Hey, birthday girl. What you doing? Are you having breakfast? Hey, birthday girl.
Look at that energy. You can hear the happiness in her voice. This woman thought she was living in her happily ever after moment. Her friends and family were happy for her because they could see how much joy this relationship was bringing her. But here's what Amanda didn't know while she was falling in love. Terrell was falling into something else entirely. Jealousy, resentment, the kind of toxic emotions that eat a person up from the inside. See, Amanda was everything Terrell wasn't. She was successful where he was struggling. She was confident where he was insecure. She was building something where he was probably tearing things down. And instead of being inspired by her success, instead of wanting to match her energy and build with her, this man started resenting her for it. But Amanda couldn't see it yet. All she saw was a man who seemed to love her, who wanted to be with her, who was talking about a future together. So when he got down on one knee and proposed, she said yes. Nobody saw that coming when it happened. Amanda was shocked, happy, ready to start planning their wedding. She was looking forward to saying, I do, and building a life with this man. What she didn't know was that instead of saying, I do, she was about to say, I died. Because the man she trusted, the man she agreed to marry, was already planning her destruction. So that evening, when Amanda comes home to her own house, let me repeat that, her own house, this man is still in his feelings about some text messages and a phone bill. Amanda looked at this man and could see something was off. Her daughter Tyler later testified that she didn't even know about the problems in their relationship. Amanda was protecting her family from seeing what she was dealing with. But that night, Amanda had had enough. She told Terrell to leave. Simple as that. Pack your stuff and get out of my house. Now, if you were really just in a relationship disagreement, if you really respected this woman, what would you do? You'd leave, right? Give each other some space, cool off, maybe talk about it tomorrow. But Terrell said no. No? In her house? After she told you to leave? Make it make sense. That's when Amanda said something that should have been a wake-up call. Okay, if you do stay here tonight, you're gonna have to sleep with one eye open. Now, some people might hear that and think Amanda was being aggressive, but let me tell you what that really was. That was a woman who knew exactly who she was dealing with. That was a woman who had already been beaten by this man before and was trying to protect herself. And what did Terrell do? He went and got his guns from his dresser and put them in his car. Now, a normal person might think, oh good, he's removing weapons from a tense situation. But nah, this man told the police later that he moved his guns so I wouldn't use them on her. Pause. Read that again. This man was already thinking about using guns on Amanda. He was already having thoughts about hurting her, and instead of leaving like she asked, instead of removing himself from the situation, he just moved some of the weapons. But he left one gun in the house, Amanda's gun, under the mattress where she kept it for protection. So now we got a man who's been told to leave, refuses to go, admits he's having thoughts about using weapons on his fiancée, and there's still a gun in the house. Amanda thought he was packing to leave when he went upstairs. She even dialed 922, not 911, just 922. Like she was thinking about calling for help but didn't complete the call. That's when Terrell decided to start recording on his phone. Now let me tell you something about abusive men. They love to record their victims' reactions after they've been pushing and pushing and pushing. They'll provoke you, manipulate you, back you into a corner, and then pull out that camera to make you look like the crazy one. Amanda saw that phone and grabbed it. She was tired of being recorded, tired of being manipulated, tired of this man refusing to respect her boundaries in her own home. And that's when Terrell Edwards made the decision that would end Amanda Williams' life forever. What happened next is gonna make you sick to your stomach, but we need to talk about it because Amanda deserves for people to know the truth. Terrell started recording on his phone, trying to make Amanda look like the aggressor. When she grabbed that phone away from him, he claimed she stabbed the screen with a knife. But here's what the video actually shows: Amanda setting the knife down, not threatening him with it, not coming at him with it, setting it down. But this man had already made up his mind about what he was gonna do. While Amanda was focused on that phone, hitting the screen because she was tired of being recorded and manipulated, Terrell reached under the mattress and grabbed her gun. Her own gun that she kept for protection. And then he shot her 6 times, not once, not twice, 6 times. Let me tell you what 6 shots means. That's not fear, that's not self-defense, that's rage. That's a man who wanted to make sure Amanda Williams would never tell anybody else what kind of man he really was. Amanda's daughter Tyler heard the shots and came running upstairs to help her mother. And you know what this monster did? He locked her out of the room, wouldn't let this girl help her own mother who was laying there bleeding out. Amanda was dying, her daughter was trying to get to her, and this man was more concerned about controlling the situation than getting help. When the police got there, they found Amanda's body in a pool of her own blood. 6 gunshot wounds, in her own bedroom, in her own house. And what was Terrell doing? Sitting in the back of that police car trying to sell them his sob story.
Come back upstairs with the knife. So I record her again. She grabbed the phone out of my hand while I'm trying to record and take the knife and poke the screen and burst the screen all up on the phone. Then she slinged the phone. And then she come talk to me, so I'm running around the room. I jump at that bed. And when I jump at that bed, she tried to come around on me with the knife. So I grabbed her gun from under the mattress and she jumped, she was trying to come out. I shot.
But here's the thing about lies, they don't stay consistent. The more you tell them, the more they fall apart. Remember how he told Officer Vinnick that he moved his guns because he was afraid he would use them on Amanda? Well, when detectives asked him about that the next day, suddenly his story changed.
I just said I went and put him in the car because she went to reach. She told me, oh, I had to sleep with one eye open tonight.
Then there was the video evidence, the video that Terrell himself recorded thinking it would help his case. But when you watch that footage, you see exactly what happened. Amanda wasn't threatening him with a knife when he shot her. She was focused on that phone, and he took advantage of that moment to grab her gun and end her life. When this case went to trial, Terrell had the nerve to get up on that stand and testify in his own defense. This man really thought he could convince a jury that shooting a woman 6 times in her own bedroom was justified. He told the court they had been planning their wedding at Word Church, that they had just finished premarital counseling, had the audacity to describe their relationship as pretty good. But the prosecution wasn't having none of that. They brought out those text messages from 2020, the pictures of Amanda's bruised face, the hospital records. They showed the jury exactly what kind of man Terrell Edwards really was. When the prosecutor asked him why he didn't just leave when Amanda told him to, especially after he had already taken his guns to the car, you know what this fool said? He claimed he wasn't really concerned when she told him to sleep with one eye open. If you weren't concerned, why did you move your guns? If you weren't concerned, why didn't you just leave like she asked? The prosecutor broke it down perfectly. This defendant shot her 6 times in her own bedroom. He did not need to. In his own testimony, he admitted that when she was looking down, hitting his phone, her attention was to the phone, not to him. He also said at that time she did not pose a threat to me. So he admitted Amanda wasn't even looking at him when he shot her. She wasn't threatening him. She was dealing with that phone, and he took that moment to kill her. And then this man had the nerve to say he was trying to protect Tyler from being traumatized. Tyler, who testified that he wouldn't let her help her own mother as she was dying. On that final day in court, when the jury came back with their verdict, justice was served.
The jury found Amanda Williams' fiancé, Terrell Edwards, guilty on 5 out of the 6 counts, 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of felonious assault and domestic violence. He was found not guilty of aggravated murder. Although Vernon calls this a victory, he says Williams' presence is still missed by all.
Life in prison. Amanda's family had some words for Terrell at sentencing, and I want y'all to hear this because this is the real impact of domestic violence. Amanda's daughter Tyler spoke through tears.
I know from when I read, sometimes I read a little faster than
Honestly, I feel if anyone could take a person's life intentionally, should never see another day. And I would wish the death penalty, but unfortunately that's not here. So life in prison is best bet. I just can't stomach the fact that I have to live the rest of my life without my mom. My daughter has to live the rest of her life without her grandma because a coward wanted to take her life. My mom did not deserve this at all. My mother was a family-oriented person. She was my motivator, my best friend. She was the glue to this family. She was my guidance, my everything. I just can't live without her, and I can't imagine just living life without my mom. I can't never call my mom again and tell her I love her. I can't never call and tell her about my day, about how my daughter is doing, how she's growing up. I can't do that no more. He can do that. He can still call his mom. He can still call and check on her. They can all call and check and see how he's doing in jail. We can't get my mom back, ever. My daughter has to grow up without a grandma. She won't see her start kindergarten. She won't see her turn 5, grow up, be a teenager. She won't see any of that. I'm about to be 30 years old, but I won't even be here to see that milestone. She won't be able to see my brother graduate college or anything like that. I can't believe she's not here no more. How can I ever explain to my daughter that my mother is never coming back? That's the one that she called her Papa, the only one that she knew, the only person that she was around for 4 years. How can I even explain that to her? And you said you never wanted me to be traumatized. I was traumatized the moment I walked in the room and see my mom lying there. And I was even more traumatized. I couldn't even hold her with her last breath. I just can't. It's not sitting right with me. I don't feel like anyone should be out here in this world if they kill someone. I don't respect a person like that, and I don't have any sympathy. This man never had any remorse for my mom at all. He didn't try to get her up. He didn't try to make sure she was okay. He didn't have no remorse or nothing, and I don't either.
That's the real legacy of Terrell Edwards' selfishness. Not just Amanda's life cut short, but generations of family members who will never be the same. But here's Amanda's real legacy. She was a successful businesswoman who built something from nothing. She was a mother who protected her family even when she was suffering. She was a woman who knew her worth and wasn't afraid to set boundaries, even when those boundaries cost her everything. To all the women watching this, please hear me. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. When someone puts their hands on you, that's not love. When someone refuses to leave your house when you ask them to, that's not a relationship disagreement, that's control. Amanda Williams deserved so much better than what she got, but her story can save somebody else's life if we're willing to listen and learn from it. Rest in peace, Amanda. Your life mattered, your success mattered, and your story will help other women recognize the signs before it's too late. Like I said, sometimes staying single ain't the worst thing that can happen to you. Sometimes it's the thing that keeps you alive.